Rainbow World is in danger. Hey cuties, PeachY here, welcome back to a new video, and in this video we are going to be breaking down the latest episode of Rainbow High's Season 5, Episode 11, where all the rainbows in Rainbow World have vanished out of thin air. What happened? Well, stay tuned, subscribe, and let's get into it. So Episode 11, by the way, I've heard that Season 5 is going to have less episodes, so I'm thinking like maybe we're going to only have like 15 episodes in Season 5, definitely not 20. But we do still have like the Winter Wonderland theme that hasn't been introduced in the season, and we still have yet to see Viola, who is basically just a glorified Violet clone. We also have yet to see her debut in Season 5, so we still have some stuff left to see, like formally introduced in the season. So definitely, I don't think there will be too many episodes left, but perhaps like 15, like 4 more. I think that would be a good number. Especially with like if they're not going to do anything else interesting with the whole setup of Rainbow World, if they're not going to introduce any kind of antagonist like of some sorts, just like not even like an issue like situation, like it's just even as episodic as it is, I feel like even the actual issues themselves are not interesting for every episode. Like it really feels like they are not trying anymore. The writers are just like, they've basically let a 5-year-old write this show, and it's so simple. It's so simple. It's so simple. And I guess they just stopped trying because Season 5 is really just unapologetically so geared towards like babies. Like they're not even trying to hide it. Like they're just like, yeah, that's our core audience now. And to be fair, like, yeah, a lot of people that I've asked, they've stopped watching. A lot of people just stopped watching. Even with Season 4, Rainbow Vision, at least there, as messy as it was, there was always something happening. There was always drama. There was always entertainment. But with Season 5, which is ironic because Season 5, like their whole rebrand, the whole Rainbow World introduction, multiverse kind of like potential, you would think like, oh, this could be at least interesting, even if it is bland. Like it could be interesting. It could be entertaining, right? Nope. No, it's not. It's bland. It's lazy. It's even more generic than like the whole, competition from Season 4, Season 3, Rainbow Vision, all that stuff. Like you would think like at least there will be some fun stuff happening. Nope. It's like it's really bizarre. So anyway, you can tell. It's just it's like what I just feel at a loss of words, like, cuz it's just disappointing. It really is. It feels like they've just given up, kind of like they just don't put their heart into it anymore. And yeah, yeah. Anyways, so Episode 11 starts off with the girls at a spa day, and they're having fun, it's yay. They're all here, which, I mean, a good thing is that, they're all of the core girls here have a little line, and this episode, they're all here. I feel like it's been a while since we've seen all 8 characters here in one room, like just having interactions, be together as a group in an episode. So yeah, that's a good thing. Yay, they're all here. Amazing. So great. And then so they're having a great day. You will see here that the pets of Violet and Bella, the the poodle and the lamb, I believe, or the goat, I don't know, I'm sorry, it's an animal. They're gem crystal creatures, okay? They have horns. So these 2 pets, they seem to have an ongoing rivalry, yeah, that's something, I don't know why, because they haven't really had that in past episodes. Like, this is something brand new to this episode, just out of the blue. They have a rivalry for no reason. But yeah, Bella's like, hey, everyone can get their turn and the hair to get a hairdo, whatever. And then out of the blue, this is like, they got me. Like, I almost thought like this is where Season 5 will get good. Something good's gonna happen. Because the color here starts to vanish out of all of Rainbow World. As we can see here, all of the colors, rainbows, just suddenly disappear out of completely all of Rainbow World. So Ms. Morton's like, well, now you have to go back to the beginning of the rainbow where all your pets actually come from originally, to see what's happening, what the reason is for all the rainbows vanishing out of thin air, just like out of nowhere. This disappeared with no answer seemingly. So they travel to the beginning of the rainbow, where we actually were in a past episode. I believe episode 2 or so. We saw Bella travel there, and then Sunny had to rescue her. So there's a comparison to be made. Obviously, we already had like we already had seen it, so it's not new. But here we actually see that all the color really is just gone. It's all black and white. Definitely reminded me of like that G3 episode of Monster High where Draculaura turns into black and white as well. So, I don't know. It's just, yeah, like the color fading is definitely like a really, it's like it really is a stark contrast to the character's colorful overall designs. So I do like that contrast. It like makes the girls really pop even more in this black and white environment. And so the girls are like, what happened? We're gonna do. So these little pets come forward who I guess live in the forest, and they basically explain that like you gotta go through this hole in the wall, and then the girls are like, well, that can't be good. That can't. Yeah, obviously it's not good, Jade. Obviously it's not good. Okay. Like, see, it's like, yeah, of course it's not good. Like, you don't have to tell me it's not good. That's why we're here in the first place, okay? Oh my god, it's like, ooh, like they're spoon feeding you every dialogue, every little thing, because it's like they know that only babies are watching. Oh my god. Anyways, so yeah, they're at the beginning of the rainbow, and then Skylar's like, well, yep, we're too big. So the pets, basically the setup here is that the pets are the only ones that really able to go through the hole. And so they're going to have to work together to, find the issue and resolve it. So basically, this is funny. So Amaya starts to sing, as they all do now in season 5. And her, she says like, oh, if you don't fix this, we're all trapped and we're all doomed. And so she freaks her pet out. What's his name? Rainbowy, right? Rainbowy. I don't know. Ooh, those names. But yeah, so he's freaked out. And so then she's like, okay, hang on, sorry. all of her friends, they're like, what the hell? They're like, you're in a kids show, Amaya. You need to be friendly and happy and peppy, okay? So she's like, okay, let me work on the song again. So she starts again, and then she I guess puts the situation in a different, more positive way. So they're not going alone. They have each other. Obviously, there's 8 pets in total, so they're not alone. And they have to go for fourth without the help of their human friends. So there we go. They go off into their adventure of solving the issue, and they wave goodbye to the core group here of friends. Now, again, I feel like the whole setup here could have been really interesting. Like, oh, the pets have to resolve this mysterious issue, and the girls are all colorful looking in this black and white world now. The whole thing, like, it definitely looked intriguing. They're waving goodbye. Like, to me, even it felt like almost like a goodbye for season 5, and like, I don't know, just felt like sentimental. But then when the actual pets go through the little wall and they see what is actually happening, they see that it's actually just a tree in the middle that has a huge gem-shaped hole, and there's a sparkling gem at the bottom of the rocks, and I guess it fell, and that's what actually happened. There's a gem. The gem fell out of the tree, and it got crushed by stones and, rubble, and that's it. There's no villain, there's no antagonist, there's no bigger plot points brewing. No, there's nothing big here, nothing. It's just a gem fell out, whoopsie daisy, and now they have to, clear it out of the, rubble and other stones that are on top of it, and that's it. Like, that's it. Like, are you really? This is what we're going with. Really, there's nothing like more interesting that they could have come up with, more interesting plot line. Because I for sure thought like there was gonna be a villain. It would have been perfect to introduce like a villain here, an antagonist, just something interesting, please, for the mercy of the doll gods, please. But no, it's a gem. It's a random ass gem that just fell out of the sky, out of the tree, and Yeah, you know, me too. That's how I feel right now. And then they had to just get it out of the, you know, out of all the stones, and that's it. They clear out the stones, and then that's how it all comes back to normal again. They, you know, get the rainbows all working again with teamwork. You know, they're able to push this last stone out of the way, and then that's it. That's basically it. And then the stone goes back to the tree, and even if this is like a really lame explanation, they still don't really explain like what actually happened to the gem. Like, why did it fall? What happened? Who crushed the gem into the ground? Like, there must be a situation here that occurred for this to happen. But no, they never actually explain any of this. None of it. Oh my god. I'm going crazy. So yeah, I just feel like okay, well anyways, so yay, it's all back to normal. And then the pets return to the girls, and then the girls are like, yay, it's all rainbows and sunshine and sparkles and amazing and cuteness, yay. So that's it. And then when they return, guess what they do? Guess how they celebrate when they return? Yes, they have a spa day. Exactly. They do the exact same thing that they were doing before they left. Just a spa day, because that's what they do when they celebrate. This is spa. Let's have a spa day and not worry or think about why the gem actually fell out of the tree in the first place and what actually happened for that to happen. Oh my god. Anyways, so that was episode 11. Yay! And that is gonna do it for my video. What do you think of the latest episode? And in general, if you've been keeping up with this season, what do you think? Has it been a good... Who am I kidding? It's been awful. I mean, it's just been such a downgrade. Even Rainbow Vision, even as chaotic as Rainbow Vision was at times, at least there was always something going on here. Like, they introduced a whole new multiverse setup with Rainbow World, and surprisingly, it's like they're doing nothing with the whole plot. They're doing nothing with this whole setup. I feel like, what are they doing? They're just not even trying. Like, oh, all the color is vanishing from Rainbow World. Could it be an antagonist? Could it be a bigger plot brewing in the next episodes? No, it's a freaking jewel that dropped out of a random tree we've never seen before. And there they fixed it, and now they're just gonna have a spa day. Are you kidding me? This is the story that we're going for with season 5? Come on. I mean, it's just it's so bland. It's like, oh, it's like they're not even trying anymore to appeal to anyone who isn't a baby. I mean, it's just like, oh, and I feel bad. This comes out of love. Like, I love Rainbow High. I want the best for the brand. This is clearly not the best for the brand. This is not, oh my god. I don't know. Maybe I'm just going crazy. Maybe season 5 has been like really cute and sweet. But I think for the most part, it's just been really lackluster. Like, they could have at the very least introduced the last new character from the Sparkle and Shine doll line, Viola, who is also a problem in and of itself, because she's basically just a carbon copy of, you know, a clone of Violet. They're basically the same person, just different names. But they could have at the very least introduced her to at least introduce something new in this episode. That's what they've been doing so far. You know, the little sisters, other new characters, the Rainbow Mare, etc. Like, they've always had something new to add to every episode. This episode, nothing new. Just, you know, the color vanishes, and even then, the reasoning for that happening it's just a jewel falling out of a tree. They fixed it. Yay. Spa day, everyone. Like, really? Seriously? That's how it ends? They're not gonna question how the jewel even fell out of the tree, why there's a jewel in a tree in the first place, how this jewel powers up the entirety of Rainbow World, why is the rainbow so important in Rainbow World? Like, there's so many questions they could explore, they could dive deeper into. They're not doing anything with any of it. Like, it's just ridiculous. Like, if you're gonna introduce a whole brand new multiverse, a new Rainbow World, at least do something interesting with it, and not just like these plain, you know, baby plots where it's like, you know, point A to point B. Like, come on. It's just, anyways, I'm ranting. It's saddening to see. It's disappointing to see that this is really just, it's not gonna get better. Like, it doesn't seem like it's gonna get better. And we still have like Winter Wonderland. Are they gonna make an episode about that line? I think so, but like, when is it coming? And if the plot is like, oh, snow is just appearing out of thin air, why is the snow coming down? And then they have to like fix if they have to like cure a snow creature, and then like if that's the whole, like I can just already tell like how bland that whole plot will be as well. I'm not excited anymore. It's just so sad. I'm so disappointed. Like I don't know what to say. Anyways, that was the video. Please let me know. Let's rant together in the comments about how disappointing it's been so far. I mean, some episodes have been fine, but like overall, it has been such a downgrade, and just they've done nothing with the whole setup. Even as bizarre as it is, they've done nothing really with the whole rainbow world as a concept. Like they could do so much, at least. Like if you're gonna reboot a whole brand, at least do something with the new rebooted brand. But it seems like they're just not doing a lot with it. Like they're just kind of like, you know, these simple plot lines, I guess because they think only babies watch. No, I watch. Okay, thank you very much. And I'm disappointed. But yeah, what do you think? Let me know down below. I hope you all enjoyed, and yeah, leave a like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and consider becoming a member today to support the channel if you're able to, and of course, so you don't miss out when I post more content like this coming your way and keeping you up to date with all the tea you love. Stay safe, be kind. I hope this next time, stay peachy. Kisses.